last year, he makes his third start in spring training as well. And so, Stu, in the rain, elements maybe more similar to what we'll see in early April in Kansas City and other places. And so I guess that's a good taste of it during spring training.
Yeah, 48-degree first pitch. You know, we have that 10 games and 10-day trip to Cleveland, New York, and Detroit in April, and there may be some 48s in there.
I'm guessing we're going to see something like this somewhere along there.
I mean, if we can avoid a 40 blank, temperature at games beginning in that trip, that would be in itself quite the accomplishment. Angels are improved. We'll see how improved. The West seems kind of open this year, and they've added to their team. Obviously, this is a split squad today, so a lot of their stars are over in Tempe, and we're all hoping for.
Here's the pitch. Slurve swung on and missed, strike 3. And Lugo got Darno to wave and miss. So that's the first out of the ball game. Lugo picks up a strikeout. Runner on first with 1 gone now for Tim Anderson. He's trying to resurrect his career. Lugo delivers, and Anderson hits it on the ground softly to the right side. Peyton Wilson dives. It's past him into right field, a base hit. Taylor Ward goes first to third. It'll be Tim Anderson at shortstop and Yohan Moncada at. Defensively, the Royals have Mike Helgard, .343 on base percentage. The pitch. Shanoel rolls it through the hole between first and second, a base hit into right field. Ward's in to score. Anderson tries to go first to third. Renfroe's throw offline. Garcia relays to. So the Angels do score a run on Shanoel's RBI single, but gingerly going down the steps of the dugout too. First pitch to Yohan Moncada, switch hitter batting left, and he skies it down the left field line. Jonathan India is over toward the line underneath it, and he makes the grab. A little bit shaky, backpedaling as he hauled it in, and he caught it in the palm of his mitt, but all that matters is that it's a catch. And it's raining. Not what you want. Payoff pitch to Witt, and he bashes it high in the air, deep to center field, headed for the 400 mark, and gone! A 2-run homer for Bobby Witt Jr. Here comes the pitch. Sinker bends back over the outer half, called strike 3. Matthew Lugo is down looking. Seth Lugo has his second strikeout of the day, and there's 1 out at the top of the second. That brings up Joe Adell. The pitch. Sinker over the outer edge, called strike 3. And Lugo strikes out Taylor Ward looking to end the top of the second. So 3 strikeouts in the inning, all looking, all on the sinker. Again, really sharp command of that pitch today for Seth Lugo. No runs, a hit, no errors. 2 left for the Angels. We go to the bottom of the second in surprise. Royals 2, Angels 1.
Lugo, first pitch on the way from the righty. Breaking ball, fly ball, shallow left over toward the line, and now going back will be Jonathan India, and just shy of the track, he'll make the catch. It's an adventure. The wind is shifted, is blowing strongly. Now the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Big rip at a breaking ball. And Frisbee breaking ball, and Anderson down on strikes. That's 5 of them for Seth Lugo. He's had to throw a lot of pitches in this game. He threw 24 in the first inning and then 25 in the second inning. And because of that, Matt Quintero has come to take him out of the ball game as he's hit his pitch limit, but he finishes strong. He put up a 0 in the second inning, and he gets the first 2 batters here, and you can hear the smattering of applause. It's a light turnout for obvious reasons today here in Surprise, but some applause for a guy coming off a monster year, and the Royals, and he certainly hope another monster year will follow now. So spring training, big league spring training games. 1-1 in the pitch. Swing, fly ball to center. Back goes Drew Waters in left center. Back he goes. That'll bounce off the base of the fence, and now he has trouble picking it up. Shanuel's going to come around third base. He'll come home and score there in the warning track, and Drew Waters had trouble handling the baseball and beats from first. Shanuel holds him on. The lefty Gonzalez comes set. Runner takes off. Pitches a strike. Thrown out to second. Gets away and into center field. And getting up and heading to third will be Drew Waters. So a steal and an error, and he's at third base with less than 2 down. At third. And the pitch. Swing and a grounder right up the middle, of base hit. An RBI single. for Tyler Tolbert. And Drew Waters manufactures a run, comes in to score. And the Royals have another run. They're up 4-2. After an ABS challenge up the middle. And now to the plate will step second baseman Peyton Wilson, who struck out his first time up. He's
things.
Wilson now waits, and he'll swing and hit it well deep to left field, down the line, and that ball is gone. A home run. Peyton Wilson rustles the field, a two-run homer, and the Royals add to their lead. They're up 6-2.
A late addition to the lineup today and slotted in, and that's got to feel good.
Oh yeah. I mean, he could have just been sitting in the dugout there just watching the game. Instead, he hits a big two-run homer here against a very good big league relief pitcher.
Counts 6-2 in the top of the fifth. The pitch. Shotwell bounces it toward first. Pasquantino scoops it off the dirt. Feeds Schreiber covering in time for the out. Two gone. And Anderson goes over to third. Switch hitter batting left-handed. So in April of last year, long sleeves under the red jersey. Another 1-2. Sinker letter high, called strike three. Moncada's down looking, and that ends a scoreless top of the fifth for John Schreiber. No runs, a hit, one error, one left. Halfway home in surprise. Bottom five next. Royals up 6-2. Sam Aldeguerri, a left-hander, delivers to Vinny Pasquantino, and Vinny hits the first pitch in the air, deep to right center field, toward the berm, and gone. First home run in the spring push, and the Royals lead 7-2 in the bottom of the fifth. That was pretty much right over the 400 mark on the wall in right center, just to the right of the berm in front of the batter's eye. No, that is a left-on-left home run for Vinny Pasquantino.
Not nice, but getting in the rain, like some elements, I guess, in spring. I know you don't want to hurt anything, but
yeah, well,
different.
As a pitcher, you're the only one that's warm on field. Once we get going next month, it's going to be cold, so it's nice to be able to pitch in atmosphere like that. That's going to be pretty common here soon.
How did everything feel? Is there anything you were working on specifically?
No, it felt good. Really just trying to get the pitches in. I felt like movements were getting better, getting sharper. I'm executing more on the corners and at the knees and the top of the zone. So progression's moving along right where I'd like it to be.
Is the execution part? I mean, where like those specific spots? Is that like that next? You're talking about that. That's the next step after just first getting a feel for them.
Yeah, I mean the way I approach spring training. First off, you want to compete. You want to challenge hitters. Throw pitches over the plate. And as you get a little closer to opening day, you fine-tune stuff and you try to get them to better locations, still in the zone and just out of zone when you want. So, making sure those you're challenging guys, but you're also getting more consistent movement and being able to make adjustments when you're out there.
Think about maybe challenging some of those in the first inning there. It seemed like
I did, yeah. The first bat, that ball four. I thought about it, but I'm 0 for 2, and Salvi's 5 for 5 or something. So is he going to do it?
Yeah.
But I went back and asked when we got in. Oh, we should have got that one.
Okay. Seems like it's probably a pretty good feeling for a catcher if he challenges it and then he gets it right.
Yeah. We're conscious of who's getting pretty good at it and who's just a little bit off. So I'm just going to leave it up to him.
That's good. What'd you think of Lugo today?
I mean, he threw a ton of strikes. I mean, if it wasn't for Ward there, he probably would have been in a much more efficient spot. But those were really professional at bats. But for him to keep going after him and throwing strikes, stuff looked fine. It wasn't the easiest day to grip the ball and all that. So all in all, really good.
And then got to see Zerpa, and right before it was called. Impressions of him so far this camp?
Yeah, outstanding. I mean, he's worked on all the stuff those guys talked about, disrupting timing, using his off-speed pitches, coming right after guys, and the results have been really good.
What do you hope for him out of this year after what he showed you guys last year in the postseason?
A lot. We're relying on him to be in high leverage. Clearly he's going to be tough on lefties, but he's going to have to get good righties out too, because they're not going to just let him face lefties. So for him to be a high leverage guy for us is our hope.
I mean, you look at him, he can be a lefty specialist, but like you said, there are going to be righties who are pinch hit. For how much of a focus was that for him this offseason to get his stuff, where you want it to be against righties?
Yeah, I mean that's the gist of using his off speed more because he's pitched effectively with his fastball, and as much of his growth is going to be pitching into lefties with the two-seamer as well instead of just away. Just basically being unpredictable and using everything.
And then I just wondered, after now we've seen India out there for a couple of games in left field. Now today was maybe a harder evaluation. What have you seen so far?
Yeah, I was happy that a day, as crazy it is that it was raining, but happy that there wasn't sun for him to deal with. I mean, there's rain, that's a different issue, but a couple of high fly balls that he had to run under and judge. I mean, that was a positive for us.
Yeah.